Buddy, I'm Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas. Good evening and welcome to the New York City Arena here in Midtown Manhattan. Our main event should be a good one tonight. 12 rounds in the middleweight division between these two great warriors. James Lights Out Toney's making his way to the ring now, and you can see how focused he is on the task at hand. Jackson's making his way to the ring right now. Boy, and he's not bashful at all, is he? Look at him, confidently making his way down for this contest.
Fighting out of the blue corner, ladies and gentlemen, please welcome James Lights Out Toney. And his opponents, fighting out of the blue corner, the Blade, Jackson.
All right, guys, remember, obey my commands at all times. All right? Let's have a good
Opening stanza of this 12-round fight. When we get matchups like this, guys that just won't quit, they'll be there every step of the way like Daddy Ward. Sometimes there comes a point where one fighter thinks he's got himself an advantage. He's done something great. But then the other fighter doesn't go away. How does that play out in the minds of each fighter?
Usually it doesn't affect the kind of guys you just mentioned, Gaddy and Ward. They're made how to cement these guys. They're already set in their ways. They know what they have to do. They're not going to get thrown off just because somebody's still there.
Jackson's able to avoid that punch. Thought he had his target, but way off to the side with the uppercut. Oh, that's gotta hurt. A well-targeted hook landed by Jackson. Tried to land that upstairs and was off the mark. It is a seesaw battle early on here. Amazing stuff out of these two. Jackson swelling means that this fight could go south for him. Off to the side, a little swing and a miss going upstairs. Reaching the halfway mark of this round. Well-placed counter punch by Jackson.
Keep it going.
Jackson's now at a point in this fight where his defense is going to become crucial. He has to protect that eye. The swollen eye is getting worse.
Yeah, he does. He has to be cognizant of everything. He needs anything out there that he can use for an advantage right now. He's got to position himself where his opponent can't get into the place where he can throw punches towards that bad eye, towards that blind spot where he has no vision. He's got to keep the fight where that good eye is always able to pick up those punches. He's got to position himself in a perfect way now.
Toney blocks that punch. Final 10 seconds of round number one.
You're doing good. You're doing good. Keep it up, all right? Very good. Very good. You just focus on the fight. We'll take care of it. You keep moving. Keep your hands moving, and you'll beat him to the punch. Nice work. Nice work. You're doing great.
Here we go, round 2 is underway. A little defense turns to offense by Jackson. James Toney with a nice counter punch. Tried to land that upstairs and was off the mark. Turned that hook over but couldn't turn it into a connect. Jackson's got a way of just getting away from that punch. James Toney starting to show some swelling. His corner should ice that down.
We always see great athletes week in and week out, but Teddy, what sport do you think can produce the best boxers?
Well, believe it or not, basketball. Everybody would say football. We saw Too Tall Jones. He got demolished by little guys. We saw Gastineau. He got demolished. We saw Highsmith. He got demolished. A lot of football players haven't done well. But basketball players, they have the physical skill sets where they can make a pretty good fighter. Of course, you have to get a guy that mentally is adjusted.
See, he's got his guard up really well that time, and it protects his head. That's a good block by Jackson. Oh, and there you go. Jackson stunned, and he is hurt. James Toney's now pushing away a bit. He's creating some space. James Toney's cut, man, is going to need to be all over this side. The swelling seems to be getting worse.
Well, it's kind of like being a gardener. You have to start getting in there before the weeds come up. You can't wait until the weeds are all over the place and then pull them up. You're going to destroy those beautiful rose bushes. Well, it's the same thing here. You got to get to this eye before the swelling's there. You got to put that end swell, that cold piece of metal, onto that place early on.
That's great stuff. He fires one right back after taking one. Gotta love the work by James Toney.
Okay, relax. Take a deep breath. I need you to focus. Anticipate his punches.
So here we are, a new round underway, and in that last round, he got tagged. He got hit pretty hard, Teddy.
Yeah, he did. He got caught. Now, the first thing is, we all know he got caught, but why did he get caught? He has to be able to decipher that in his head. He has to be able to have the answer to that so it doesn't happen again.
Holy cow! Jackson stunned and staggered. Oh, he just misses with that headshot. James Toney's box is not going to the body at all. He'd be so well served to do it, though, Teddy.
Yeah, but his opponent doesn't want him to. So, you know, he doesn't want to go against what his opponent doesn't want him to do. Because his opponent would love him to keep throwing to the head because, you know, he can see those coming. He can move and avoid them. Body shots, you know, your head moves, but your body doesn't.
Coming to the halfway point of this third round. Good defensive skill with the block by Jackson. James Toney's got a real problem, and he knows it, because that eye is worsening, and if it seals all the way shut, if it's swollen that badly, we could see a stoppage in this fight.
Yes, we can. And right now, what should be seen is the corner of his opponent should see that advantage, and the fighter needs to see that advantage and be told that, and move to the right place, move to the side, and throw those kind of punches that can take advantage of that eye being closed.
Good block by Lights Out.
Relax. Up and down, side to side.
Good block there by Jackson. 10 seconds to go in this round. End of the round is upon us, and if the next round holds up like that, we're going to be in for a real treat.
No, we will be, because both these guys have the philosophy that their best defense is their offense.
You gotta fight, you gotta throw more. Don't fight it, fight. Let's get on that swelling with the compress on that.
Back to fight action as a new round is underway. Of course, in that last round, it was fairly one-sided. He was hit pretty hard, and now he has to overcome that here.
Yeah, you don't have to be Nostradamus to know that. I mean, everybody saw, he got staggered, his knees buckled, did a little dance there. But what you have to really know now is know why you got hit and correct that immediately.
Frustrating his opponent with great defense. A little give and take, and here comes the left hand. Oh, Jackson stunned, and he is hurt. A sound combination by Jackson.
Come on, keep busy, guys. Come on now. Come on, come on.
Good job with another left hand. What a chin. Can you believe the shots this guy's absorbing?
And more importantly, can his opponent believe it? You know what? You want to hit a guy, so you figure that that's a good thing, that's an encouraging thing. This is a case where his opponent might get discouraged just by seeing his guy take those kind of shots.
"90 seconds to go in round number 4. Very nice defensive guard there. Not getting it done with that straight right hand. Oh, look at that. They exchange hooks. And a good 3-punch combo by Lights Out. Great movement to get away from those punches. Oh, good stuff there. 2 in a row by Jackson. His opponent wanted the body. He wouldn't give it to him. Nice block by Jackson. Fourth round now with its last 10 seconds. That's flashy little sizzle by James Toney.
Finish with the hook.
So the round comes to its conclusion, and it's a round in which our man here, as he heads back, was really tagged pretty solid. So if you're the trainer in the corner, what's your approach?
Well, you know, that's a great question. My approach is that I have to remind him that he's on common ground. He's probably going to think he's in a place where he's never been before, but I'm going to remind him, hey, remember you got hurt in the gym? And then give him something to correct the problem. You know, tell him some technical things that he needs to hear.
Move that body. You need to move that body more. Get on that.
Back underway here to live fight action. Tough fight to score. Very, very even, closely contested bout throughout. Now, this is a very exciting fight. It's been evenly fought, but it just has the feel of a fight that's going to go the distance. It doesn't look like any one guy is going to take control over the other.
No, when somebody makes up their mind, I am not being knocked out, I am staying, they usually stay. These guys are here for the night.
Jackson's cheek is ripped open right there. You can see the cut. Off to the side, a little swing and a miss going upstairs. Great pace to this fight, Teddy. These guys are not coming out of fifth gear. Nobody's slowing down.
No, they're fighting a 6th, 7th, and 8th gear.
Good work with the combination, putting his punches together, and it's paying off.
Yeah, it is paying off. You know, the first couple didn't get there, but he caught him on the back end.
Oh, that's gotta hurt. Jackson's been stunned.
No holding.
Teddy, what would you recommend based on what we're seeing here tonight?
Well, 2 aspirin and then go, oh no, actually I would say a little counterpunching would be just what the doctor ordered.
That's a better prescription for him.
Side to side.
Nice block by Lights Out. Wow, just sit back and enjoy this one. You can tell both guys are so determined to give everything they have here tonight.
So it's like the first time you heard Ray Charles sing God Bless America. You knew it was special. You knew you hadn't heard it before. I haven't seen anything like this before.
What a good counterpunch by Jackson. Jackson's jab continues to carry the day. He's wanted it, he's got it. Jackson's cut is on the cheek, and you can see that it's bothering him a bit right now. That's something we'll keep our eye on. I don't know, Teddy. It just feels like one of those nights, one of those fights where somebody's getting hurt, where this is not going to the judges' scorecards.
I feel like I'm in Coney Island watching one of those hot dog eating contests where somebody's going to try to eat 50 of them, 60 of them. In other words, he's not worried how he's going to feel at the end of the night.
Nice. I want you to go downstairs and upstairs, okay? Bodies in here. Let's do this. Let's get on that swelling. Get on the swelling.
Back to live action now in what has been a closely contested fight. One of those fights that somebody is still waiting to break through and be a difference maker in.
Jackson's got to figure out now, Teddy, a way to properly defend himself with that swollen eye.
Yeah, he has to understand what side that he can't defend from, where the punches can come, and not give his opponent that side. Make sure that he moves to the certain kind of way in the ring where he keeps his opponent away from that bad eye, moves him towards the good eye, gives him the best shot.
Blocks that punch. Protecting his head well with his guard. Accurate counter punch by Jackson. Blocks that belt line well. What a great round. 2 minutes in, 60 seconds to go. Great fight. I mean, just a great fight. Both guys giving their all back and forth.
It doesn't get much better.
Devastating blow by Jackson. Round comes to an end here. An enjoyable night sitting ringside. Joe Tessitore alongside Teddy Atlas. A lot better than our day we spent at the horse track the other day where we couldn't get any winners, at least I couldn't. But we were talking about the fact that so many parallels to be made between boxing and life boxing and all these other sports we enjoy, like horse racing, of being well-conditioned and working your way up to this one singular moment.
Yeah, well, the trainer obviously has to get the athlete. In this case, the athlete happens to be over 1,000 pounds, and that's a horse. You know, at peak condition, he has to look at a calendar just like a trainer does with a fighter, know when the race is, know when the fight is, and not get used up out on the track or used up, of course, in the gym.
Blocks it away. Good block by Jackson.
Keep it going.
Not an accurate hook at all. Toney with a nice counter punch. Good defensive skill with the block by Jackson. block by Jackson. Oh, and there you go. What a forceful hook to the body by James Toney. Accurate counter punch by Jackson. Come to the end of the round. Always interesting to see how things will play out in our fights. Teddy, it's always great anticipation when we come sit ringside and the build-up of what's going to happen.
Yeah, it is. And it's always great having a little electricity in the crowd. You know, it helps. I know it helps me with the broadcast to know that you have these passionate fans that are around.
You heard it. Come on in. Just focus on the fight. We'll take care of this, brother. Get on that. Get on that.
Another round underway, but how many more will we see? You get the sense this fight could be heading towards a stoppage. Blocks it away. Keeping his hands up, getting way of his opponent's effort.
Move your hands.
How about a return to sender with the left hand? Counter punch after a fine defensive effort by Jackson. Nice block by Jackson. Blocks that punch. Gets rid of that. It was intended for his head. Takes one to give one. He comes back with a right hand. Now that's some fine work right there by Jackson. A headshot blocked. Jackson's now in a spot that many fighters have faced numerous times, and that is, how do you deal with seeing your own blood and knowing that you have incurred some serious damage? Look at that cut around the eye.
No, for a fighter to be able to move to the top, he's got to be tested in a lot of areas. Sometimes the test comes when he's hurt. He's hit on the chin. He's dropped for the first time. Sometimes the test comes when you drop the other guy and he gets up and he comes at you. And sometimes the test comes in the form of a cut. When you see your first blood, when you see it, that it's your blood, how do you behave? We're going to find out right now.
They are back to action here, but that action has only favored one man. Completely one-sided. Hard to see the scorecards coming into play here with how dominating he's been. Good block by Jackson. Able to show you his blocking ability. Jackson's legs look shaky. He was hurt.
No holding. Come on, punch it out.
This fight is now over. Lights out. Tonight's gonna start early. That's a TKO win.
To the fight by way of TKO.
James Lights Out Toney's your winner by TKO.
And a guy that I want to see more of.
That does it from ringside. For Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore.